Hi, this is Ushio, and welcome back to the Pirate's Fate. In the last episode, we were going to go and visit the Queen, but in the meantime, it seems like Darious, our captain, has been possessed by an evil spirit. So we need to try and do something about this. What are we going to do? Why couldn't I have been the exorcist instead of the cartographer? I just checked on Brina. After a little, shall we say, persuasion, she gave me her treasure, 2 coins. One says become what you seek, as usual. The other says shape what you were. Didn't she say shaping the past was really risky? Oh, but letting our captain remain possessed by an evil spirit, no risks here. If we shape the past, we can stop Darius from going into that haunted house in the first place. How else could we defeat a ghost? I mean, shall we use it? Force Darius to walk the plank. I'll try to reach Darius. I mean, I'm tempted. Walk the plank. We have no idea how those coins work or how to use them. For all we know, if we change the past, we'll all wind up dead or possessed by ghosts. Agreed, but what are we going to do? There's only one choice. We have to force Darius to walk the plank. What? It's the only way I can think of to defeat a ghost. He'll leave the captain's body if he thinks he'll die, right? We don't know that for sure, do we? We don't know anything for sure. So you don't mind if the captain dies? He's no longer himself, is he? If that means he's already dead, then we're setting him free. We're preventing his body from being used for some evil purpose. Better to die with dignity than to become a puppet of some evil entity. I'd want the same for me. Is this... Are we really doing this? Oh shit, we are. Okay, of course we are. Oh, evil smile. What? Okay, there goes the spirit. Okay. No, don't fall off. Grab him. Has Mila transformed again? Is she like even more hench than what she was before? Because she was pretty buff already. And now has she just gone ridiculous? We'll just have to see. Let me get this straight. You somehow became convinced that your captain was possessed by an evil spirit. So you mutinied against him, made him walk the plank, the evil spirit escaped from the body, and then you transformed as you saved his life. Oh my god, she's massive. Yeah, that sums it up. Oh no. Alright, fine. I think I'm going to return to my quarters now if that's okay with you. Yeah, Brina's out. She wants nothing to do with this. So, is Darius going to be okay? He's not dead, if that's what you're asking. He's resting now. I don't know how long it's going to take him to recover though. This has kind of turned into a little bit like Pokemon. So like Mila's on her second evolution. Tam still hasn't changed at all. And Nico's on her first. If Brina says the Queen wants the coins, that's confirmation that Honora was telling the truth. We've got to go to Kittering Castle and find a way to steal them. But Queen Nukta hates pirates. She'll hang us at the first chance she gets. So we'll be careful then. Do you think Darius would approve of this? Until he comes to, I'm still in charge. What's the plan then, Captain? I'm sure a monarch that paranoid keeps her valuables in her room rather than in some vault. We'll send one person in the dead of night. They scale the wall, climb the Queen's tower, bust down the door, steal what she's got, then rope down to the coast. We leave before the alarm's even raised. Quite risky for that one person. Who is our climber going to be, I wonder? I'll go myself. What about Brina? Won't she be able to identify us as the thieves after we're done? Perhaps we can steal her credentials, pose as merchants, sneak into the castle that way. Trickery is far more likely to get us noticed. We'll deal with Brina when the time comes. And Lupran's still on the boat as well, isn't he? We're almost there. I can see the walls. Tam, get ready. Good evening. Oh, are you okay? What do you remember? Everything, both the bad and the good. Mila, I understand. I owe you a large debt of gratitude. Save it for later. We're busy. So it appears. So what exactly am I interrupting? We were planning on raiding Kittering Castle, stealing the Queen's coins. But why would you risk stealing from her when she's so vicious toward pirates? That's just it. There's no reason to think she's going to willingly cooperate with us. So I'm going to climb the wall and grab him. You don't know if you can make it up that wall, or even if you'll find the coins. Too bad there aren't any smarter plans out there. It's not like we sneak into the castle posing as someone the Queen wants to see. Or we can tell the Queen the truth, that we're not really pirates. In fact, we fought off the pirates in order to find our way here. Tell her the truth? We're the Dread Pirates, though. Whatever the Queen wants with the coins, we might be able to help her with. Perhaps Brina can give us an introduction. We did save her life, after all. We're approaching the south wall. If we have a chance to do this the right way, we should take it. If we act now, we have a chance to get in and get out so fast the Queen will never even know who was responsible. Tam Tam, bring us about. We're turning back and heading to harbour. No! Mila's turning super bad. Mila, don't misunderstand me. I appreciate everything you've done for me, but I'm still captain. Unless you'd like to lead a mutiny against me twice in as many weeks, we're going to the harbour. I mean, nobody's going to believe us. The Queen won't help. As soon as they see our ship, it's not going to matter what we say. It's obvious we're not just merchants. Mila's got a point. What if we were to stop somewhere else? Say at the tavern where we first met. It's only a few hours away from the castle. To what end? We switch ships. That way it's less conspicuous when we show up. A wise suggestion. Let's head toward the tavern then. Wise? This plan's a disaster. Haven't you heard of the wisdom of the crowd? The three of us agree this is a smarter play. I don't care if everyone on Earth thinks so. It doesn't make you right. If you don't approve, Mila, you're always welcome to stay behind. Mila has changed so much from how this game started. Fine. She's proper sulking. Oh, that was marvellous. Truly amazing. So much delightful legwork. I'm Priscilla, Royal Consigliere. I haven't seen your face before. I can't believe you missed the show. I'm not one for plays. Play? I'm talking about the hanging. Hanging? The Queen just dispensed some justice on 3 notorious pirates. I forget what they call themselves. The Red Pirates, something like that. The Dread Pirates? Yeah, they're the ones. Tried to sneak into the castle under false pretenses, they did. Who on earth would have thought that was a good idea? Well, they put up quite a struggle at the hangman's noose. Took out a few guards even. Never seen such a fighting spirit, such a will to live. But in the end, all 3 of those fools got what was coming to them. It was spectacular, it was, watching them die. No. Angry you missed the show? Don't worry. I'm sure you'll catch the next one. The Queen loves hanging pirates. Well, got to go. It's getting late. I need a drink. What, so everybody just got hung? The entire crew, apart from Mila, got hung? Oh shit. I knew something like this would happen. If only I trusted my gut. Can I buy you a drink, Mila? I can pay my own way, thanks, but how do you know my name? How do you think I know? Because I'm with the Dread Pirates. They've come to hang me too. No, I'm not one of them. And I was quite sorry to hear what happened to your friends. So you know who I am, and you know why I'm drinking, but I've got nothing on you, so who are you? You can call me Steam Chaser, if you'd like. If I'd like. Is it your name, or isn't it? It's a name, yes. It will be my name, if that's what you call me. That doesn't... Oh, my head hurts. You know what? I'll take you up on that drink offer. Of course, but let's take those drinks to go. I'd prefer to continue our little chat on my ship. Back on your ship? I don't think so. I wouldn't get on that thing for all the free booze in the world. I'm done with ships. I never want to be on the ocean again. What if I told you that wouldn't have to be on the ocean? What would you say to a ship that has never touched the water? Do you always speak in riddles or something? Not always, but often. Or at least, you'd think it's often, wouldn't you? You're doing it again. My apologies. Now, if you just accompany me... No, Skirt Chaser, I'm not going nowhere. Leave me alone. What if I told you I had information about your coins? I'd tell you to buzz off. I never want to hear another word about them as long as I live. Maybe not, but you see, because of our foolish quest to find the coins, my crew's dead. Unless you're going to tell me you can bring him back to life, leave me to grieve in peace. Yes. Yes, what? What do you think? You better stop with the questions, or so help me, I'm going to tear your head off. Yes, Mila, there is a chance to save their lives. Start talking now. I'll tell you everything there is to know. On my ship, just like I said. Unless there's somewhere else you need to be. Fine, let's go. One of the coins can go back in time, so maybe it's something to do with that particular coin and that power. Okay. Where am I? How did I get here? How is this even possible? It's a little complicated. Perhaps the explanation ought to be saved for another time, though. Are you saying I'm too stupid to understand? I might be saying you're tired and drunk. The answers will still be here in the morning. If I'm going to sleep here, can you answer me one question? Sure. There you see. Done. Where are we going? Do I need to be going anywhere in particular? Then why did you insist that we come here? What? I'm a man who enjoys a nice view. So just get some rest. Oh, what is with this guy? These guys got hung. That is pretty grim. So Liko, Darius, Tam Tam. That's a bad time. How are you this morning? You don't look particularly well rested, do you? I'm just having a bad dream. But that doesn't matter. You said there might be a way to save my crew. Spit it. How determined you are. It's no wonder you managed to get closer than anybody else. Closer than anybody else to what now? To getting all of the coins. All the coins we collected are now probably with the Queen. What good is that going to do? Not much. Not now at any rate. So, how can we save my crew? I'm afraid I can't tell you that. You're going to have to. Do I really have to do anything? Does anyone? Tell me. Oh, I'm going to rip this window open and throw you out. And then what? How will you land? I'm sure I'm going to figure it out. Sure you will, but how will killing me bring the information in my head? Why'd you bring me here, just to toy with me? On the contrary, I admire you a great deal. Then help me. I'd only be too happy to. It's just that I have a code of ethics I must follow. It prohibits me from disclosing that information to you directly. It's kind of fairer that way. My code of ethics says I shouldn't have put up with other people's bullshit, especially when I'm bigger and stronger. I'm sure that's served you well, hasn't it? I presume you'll be happy to know that I'll help with any question you'd like about the coins. Maybe, just maybe, you'll find the answers you're looking for. Okay. Tell me about Shape What You Were. Once again, Mila, you ask a question to which I suspect you already know the answer. Don't worry, I'm happy to reiterate. Shape What You Were allows us to shape the past. The coins can influence not only our wishes and ambitions in the present, they can shape the past as well. Going back in time to change the smallest decisions can have the largest consequences. What else do you need to know? Who made the coins? Let's start at the beginning. Who made them? You already know the answer to that too, don't you? You mean the story about the wizard? It's true? It certainly could be. What kind of answer's that? You asked me about the story of the wizard. All stories change with each retelling. How am I supposed to know which version you've been told? But the wizard made the coins, right? Someone certainly did, and that person seems to be called the wizard these days. What else would you like to know? Oh, wow. Why are you helping me? I've long had an interest in the coins, so naturally I've taken an interest in your career. I was disheartened, to say the least, when your crew met misfortune. What else do you need to know? Okay, why were they made? Well, if you were the wizard, why would you make them? To help people? Is that what the coins do? Do they help people? Not always. Then what? Maybe just to see what people would do with them, to see what the world would do to them. There you have it. If people want to create a better world with the coins, then that's what they're going to get. Similarly, if they want to further their own selfish aims, then the coins would give the world the future that it deserves. Okay, how do they work? How does any currency work? Oh god, not another rhetorical question. Look, I don't know, that's why I'm asking you. Calm down. How can I be calm when my friends are dead and you won't tell me nothing? Point taken. Let me try to provide an example of what life would be like without currency. You were a merchant, weren't you? Let's say your ship has a cargo bay full of grain. Too much to eat by yourself, so you want to trade it. What would you trade it for? You mean bartering? I suppose I could ask for supplies. But suppose none of the traders or merchants had supplies that you needed at the moment, and your grain would rot by the time you found the right merchant. What do you do? Well, open the tab, get credit from one merchant or something. But how would your credit be recognised from one merchant to another? How could you trade that debt? Just with a scroll on a scrap? That's what currency is for. Currency represents all the credits and debts of the world, our hard work, scheming ambitions, kindly generosity. And that's what the coins are too. I think I understand, and instead of making us richer or poorer, they transform our bodies and minds. I knew you'd figure it out. What else do you need? How do you know so much? And why do you know so much about the coins? I promised you answers about the coins, not about me. What else do you want to know? Okay, I know how to save my friends, sort of. I can use the shape what you were and go back in time and change what happened. But how do I do that? I've got a coin. Hold it while your ambition is clear in your mind. But if I change history, then we'll never have met. How could we have met? So I'll have no memory of meeting you, or learning about the coins from you, or even that my crew died and I saved their lives? You will, and you won't. For the last time, stop speaking in riddles. The Mila you are creating cannot remember what never happened, but the person I am speaking to now will remember, always. I still don't get it, but in any case, farewell, and what? Thank you. No need to thank me. You seem to have figured things out all on your own. Grab coin, do not grab coin. Wait, if I won't remember, will you find me and tell me this information again? Why would I? Because this is important. It is. I'm hunting for these coins, aren't I? Trying to change the world? And only now am I really starting to understand how they really work. I'm supposed to forget all that and just continue the mission blind. What if we manage to find them all without understanding exactly how their power works? Quite the conundrum, isn't it? We could all wind up dead again or worse, unless we know what we're doing. If information is what you're after, then there's only one place to go, the Library of Forbidden Knowledge. Okay, so what can I find there? What couldn't you find there? You know what? When we first met, hearing a reply like that would have made me want to smash your head in. So you're saying that you don't want to punch me now? Not exactly. I feel like you're trying to give me a clue of some kind. Getting angry feels like I'm admitting I couldn't figure it out. Excellent. We've known each other for such a short time, and you're already starting to change. The angry, impulsive, destructive edge that led you to this dark place is starting to fade away. Is that a good thing? What do you think? I think it is, yes. Wow, this is getting really weird. Over the years, many others have sought the coins. Those who have nearly completed the journey inevitably find their way here, to be tested before they can remake the world in their image. And these books are records of the tests? You could say that. I did say that. Would you say that? Very clever, Mila. These books aren't just records, they are the tests. Like reading comprehension? Not exactly. Ever found yourself so engrossed in a good book, it was as though you were transported to another world? On occasion, I know Darious was fascinated by books as a child. These books use that same principle. Each book is a different scenario, a different test of character to endure, such that the coins cannot be gathered by accident, only by someone worthy of them. And by reading these books, I can understand exactly what's being looked for. Perhaps, one day, Mila, you could even write one yourself. You could help be a gatekeeper of the coins and prevent them from falling into the wrong hands. I like the sound of that. Okay. What is this transition? Who is this? Is this her imagination? Okay. As the eons passed, Mila became an eternal scholar and the guardian sphinx of the Library of Forbidden Knowledge. There she spent the rest of her days, alone, longing to see her friends grew strong. But she had a duty to her books, didn't she? Okay, let's not be like this for the rest of our lives. Let's go back in time and fix this situation if we can. So we've used the coin Where's it going to lead us to? Back in time. We're approaching the south wall. If we had the chance to do it the right way, we should take it. If we act now, we have a chance to get in and get out so fast the Queen will never know who is responsible. Yeah, do that one. Tam bring us about. We're turning back and heading to the harbour. No. Mila, don't misunderstand. I appreciate everything you've done for me, but I'm still captain of the ship. Unless you'd like to lead a mutiny against me twice in as many weeks, we're going to the harbour. Okay, so, yeah, we can't do these. We're going to take desperate actions, dive, get out. You may be captain on the ship, but I'm getting off. Mila, wait. That's it. Jump off that thing. Gotta break that sequence of events. Okay, so she's just gonna take initiative. She's gonna dive off. She's gonna climb up. She's gonna steal that thing. And hopefully we can just get away. So we just ignored the captain's orders. I see something. Mila's putting herself on board. You made it. And I thought I was good at climbing. I got the treasure too, though. Impressive, Mila, but as your captain, you've put me in an awkward position. My quarters, if you please. We kind of undermined our boss. That always gets you in trouble. Was that little escapade truly necessary? I had to do what I thought was right. What about what I thought was right? Does that not matter anymore? I told you the first day we met, we're not real pirates. After today, I don't know if I can ever honestly say that again. Oh, come on. This isn't the first time we've stolen something. What's this really about?
Mila, I remember everything. Every moment of every day. I was trapped inside myself, seeing my own life play out in front of my own eyes, with no say in the matter. I remember shouting at you. I remember killing a defenseless person for no reason. I remember threatening that poor woman with death if she didn't cooperate. And I remember that you realized something was wrong. You launched a mutiny against me because I acted like that. You were willing to kill me, rather than let me live as someone else. What's my life good for, if I don't at least try and do what's right when I can?
Might makes right, wow. Others don't play fair.
Don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, don't kill. Those are the rules laid out by society. And yet those we fight against never follow them. We can't live up to a hypocritical double standard and defeat our foes at the same time.
So because the likes of Rorke and Laserby can't keep their moral compasses straight, we have to sink to their level. It's disappointing to hear you say that. We're in a bad spot, like we had to do what we had to do. Otherwise everybody would have got killed. But okay, we saved everybody's life, but they kind of resent me for it. So yeah, how could we lose 2 people just like that? I'm just telling you what I saw. There was a bright flash of light and then Bruno and Leprand were gone. That was convenient, they are out. These are strange times, Liko. Stay on the ship while we dock. Let us know immediately if you see any funny business. Okay, you're asking me to be the one to stay behind again. What's the big deal? I thought you hated reconnaissance missions. You remembered? I assumed you were leaving me behind because you thought I was worthless. But you did it because you cared about me. I can't tell you how much that means to me. Yeah, whatever. When we see these merchants, Mila, try to be reasonable with them, right? No can do. A reasonable woman bends herself to fit the world. An unreasonable woman bends the world to fit herself. Therefore, all progress rests on the shoulders of the unreasonable woman. This is going to be a real headache. Okay, so we're finally back on track, brought everyone back to life, so I think that is it for this video. This is Usho signing off, and hopefully I will see you next time.